for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in the trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby. No.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Lions take over first down and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Hooker. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action. Hooker. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hooker. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Here we go, 19 tight, 19 tight. Come 19, come 19.
On fourth down, Hooker. This is Smith with a grab. He will have the conversion and more than that. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibbs, and he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Second and goal from the 1. Back to throw. Hooker, the quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
On third down, Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught by Watkins. And some room to roam now. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 69 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll try the left side. It's Gibbs, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Looking to throw. Hooker. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. This is Swift on the counter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st down, Hurts. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 39 yards there, a big one.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Eagles 14, Lions 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Hooker. Complete to right. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. To throw on 2nd down. Hooker, he finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they wanted to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's right. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level. I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw again. That pass caught. It's Williams. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Batchley, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play with philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
He was trying to get it into Watkins, and now it's third down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Set of downs started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. It's Brown. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Off the play fake. Hooker. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. Looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Hooker. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Hurts. Caught by Allen. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Trap 50.
They'll throw now on the final play. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Number 19.
This one out quickly to Watkins. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Seems like a perpetual search for productive receivers for Philadelphia, but they think that Quez Watkins might be a keeper after his 2021. Earned a starting spot for much of the season and put up over 600 yards while averaging 15 per catch. They're giving the former 6th-rounder another opportunity and seeing if those numbers will keep growing.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Warriors 17.
On second down at 4. Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
18
They'll set up to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off play action. Hooker. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They go play action here on first down. And this is caught by Williams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there at 22.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Gibbs, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. Hooker. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing, because he just about threw that one into the first row.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake. Hooker. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go, set. 50 miles here, 50 miles here. 70 Rangers.
On fourth down, Hooker. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on fourth down, and the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hit the street! Hit the street!
Right back to Swift again on second down. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Hurts fighting Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aiden Hutchinson. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts buying time to his left. His throw incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came. It's caught inside the 25. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gibbs. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hooker, and this one's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Off-play action. Hooker. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 4th down, Hooker. And right with it here over the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 2-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Gibbs, and he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. After the sack on 1st down, Hurts looking here for Smith downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The slot man in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40.
At the 38-yard line.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gibbs. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbs, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Off the play fake. Hooker. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Gibbs. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibbs. 40 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at that nice little drive brewing right here.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Gibbs, nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Gibbs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Hooker. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. Badgley able to knock this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. Room here to run.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ballgame. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for Detroit, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Washington Commanders come to town.
Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they go